My name is Tamara Chambers, and this is...
Hi, I'm Samantha Watkins.
And this is Tamara Just Saw. She reached out to me to watch all of the Oscar noms so that we could have an opinion, and then we could watch the Oscars together.
I did it for the first year last year, just like in college in my spare time on my laptop in my room. And like, I always watch the Oscars every year, but it changed the game for me.
So
like,
much better.
Knowing what all the movies were and what people were talking about. So we have seen all of the nominees for Best Picture, Lead Actor, Lead Actress, Supporting Actor, Supporting Actress, Best Director, and Cinematography, as well as both the animated shorts and the live action shorts.
Things like Best Animated or like Best Foreign is either really difficult to get a hold of, or it's just like it came down to a time thing. So
yeah,
we didn't get to do
2
everything.
weeks. It's a limited amount of times. We had to watch 16 movies.
Yeah, I am not a great person for this kind of thing because I solely choose it on just what made me feel good.
Yeah.
That's why I think it's good that we're not kind of giving our input on things like editing.
Yeah.
I'm like,
we don't understand that. We can't actively talk about that.
This is my kind of editing. That's how I edit. And the animated shorts nominees are
Blind Vaisha. I hope I'm saying all these right. Borrowed Time. Pear, Cider, and Cigarettes. Pearl, and Piper.
Okay, so my pick is, you said it was Pearl?
Yeah.
That's my pick. Because the others were cute and good and also
intense. The other three were all intense.
Yeah.
Which I think in an animated short, I think, me personally, I just don't respond to that intensity. I think that my pick has to be Piper just because I'm a sucker for adorable baby animals.
So Pearl and Piper.
We like the happy ones. We like happy animation.
Yeah. The nominees for live action shorts are
Enemies Within. That was a translation for that one. La Femme et le TGV, Silent Nights, Sing, and Time Code.
I'm really glad that we have an opinion on them because I feel way cooler than all of you.
Absolutely. We're so much cooler.
JK, I just watched Back to the Future last year, so these were so much more enjoyable to me than the animated.
Yeah, me too. They had a lot more to them.
Yeah.
They had really deeper messages. If I just go with like my gut, my instinct, gotta give it to Sing.
Same!
I gotta give it to Sing.
Same! It was so good! Nominees for cinematography are
Arrival, La La Land, Lion, Moonlight, and Silence.
We both watched Silence today together, but it's not gonna be my
visually stunning, but the other ones I think struck me more. I think that had I not been watching this movie thinking about the cinematography and like watching what it looked like, I'm not sure that it would have really dawned on me to notice.
That is such a good
aspect.
We don't agree on this completely. Moonlight is one of my top favorite movies, my top 3 favorite films of all time. And I really, really, really enjoy the low budget workarounds that they had to do with the cinematography. I think that's really cool. But the story is what stuck out to me. So I think for cinematography, I don't think that's my pick.
La La Land, have to mention the opening scene. Anytime there's a one-shot scene in a movie, I'm automatically just completely enchanted by it. That was the biggest thing for me. I'm sitting there and this movie's opening and all I'm doing is watching like, oh my god, it hasn't cut yet. It hasn't, it's still going. It hasn't cut yet. Oh my god, that entire first dance number was one shot.
So I think that is my pick.
Yeah, I would agree. I think La La Land's also my pick.
Though, I mean, I feel like I want to give it to Lion just because Lion was also one of my favorite movies I saw in this, but I think for cinematography. And the nominees for Best Director are...
Apologize if I butcher any of these names. Damien Chazelle for La La Land, Mel Gibson for Hacksaw Ridge.
Crazy.
Big Mel Gibson.
Nuts.
Barry Jenkins for Moonlight, Kenneth Lonergan for Manchester by the Sea, Villeneuve. Denis Villeneuve for Arrival.
My choice right off the bat, Moonlight for sure. It was a low budget thing. He was given awesome actors and an awesome story to tell, and it's a true story. And I think that with what he was given, he went so far. This movie captured me in like the most subtle way that just like built up while I was watching the movie, and it blew me away. But I have to say that Mel Gibson surprised the shit out of me. Most improved.
Most improved, yeah. I definitely had a different experience with Moonlight than most people did.
It was hyped up for you.
Yeah, it was. It was really hyped up. I watched it late in the game.
I saw Moonlight, and I was so impacted by it, and then I saw La La Land, and I think I would have liked La La Land more if I hadn't have just been so, like, shell-shocked from loving Moonlight so much and then going into, like, this musical.
Yeah.
So
That's a
I
weird
so
transition.
understand that.
I think I will give this award, though, to Damien Chazelle for La La Land. And I've read so many articles and interviews with him or, you know, Ryan Gosling talking about him, approaching him about the concept. And, you know, I just think it was such an incredible idea, and it just became this incredible work of art.
And the nominees for Best Supporting Actress are
Viola Davis for Fences, Naomi Harris for Moonlight, Nicole Kidman for Lion, Octavia Spencer for Hidden Figures, and Michelle Williams for Manchester by the Sea.
Oh my god.
I know. I can't. This might be my least favorite category, actually, to pick.
Holy
looking at them
crap.
ahead of time, I
I have no idea.
have deliberated this. I don't know.
I'm gonna take out Manchester by the Sea, Michelle
I agree.
Williams. She was really good.
She was great, but
wasn't as impactful as the other women. She could have been just talked about and not even been there, and it would have been fine.
If I'm going to a top two, it's Nicole Kidman and Octavia Spencer.
This is my favorite thing I've seen Nicole Kidman in a long time.
I think the only other thing that would compare for me is Moulin Rouge, but that's just because
I love Moulin
That's
Rouge.
one of my all-time favorite movies.
So the audience watching knows that the main guy on Nostalgia Critic, Doug, he hates Moulin
Does
Rouge.
he really? Oh,
And
no.
so whenever it comes up,
Oh,
but I
no.
love it too. Yeah. So
I
whenever
love
it
it so
comes
much.
up, it's
It was
so
like-
funny. I think just because I want to see this person win this award, I think I'm gonna give it to Viola Davis.
Yeah,
But
she's gorgeous.
If Natalie Portman won it, I would be like, yes, girl,
No.
you were so
Nicole
good.
Kidman.
Or
wrong. Getting ahead of ourselves.
wrong white girl.
I want to give it to Octavia Spencer because I love Hidden Figures so much.
Yeah, it was. So
But I think that I would give it to Nicole Kidman.
And the nominees for Best Supporting Actor are
Mahershala Ali for Moonlight. Jeff Bridges, Hell or High Water. Lucas Hedges, Manchester by the Sea. Dev Patel, Lion. And Michael Shannon, Nocturnal Animal. My first elimination is Jeff Bridges.
Honestly,
And,
it's a
like,
character
he's
that
a
I'm
whiny
so
old man.
sick of seeing.
Comment on the character than it is on Jeff Bridges' performance.
I liked Manchester by the Sea a lot. I thought it was a very solid film. I don't know that I've ever seen Casey Affleck in anything, and I thought he was so,
Oh my God, he's so
good.
So good.
I don't think it's gonna be my pick for any of these awards, though.
I think I will give this award to Dev Patel. His performance was incredible and very moving. Mahershala Ali
Yeah,
was incredible.
He was incredible.
And so important. in
One
that
of my
movie.
favorite roles in the movie. I love the
Yeah.
difference between him and his. The most recent thing I've seen him in is in Cottonmouth and Luke Cage on Netflix. So like dynamic of an actor. This is so hard for me.
I think the only reason that I give it to Dev Patel over him is because of, again, like presence in the movie.
Yeah.
Because Dev Patel has such a bigger presence.
You're right. He was there for
in
so
the
much
film.
longer. It seems like he should have been nominated for Best Actor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to Moonlight. Okay, you give it to Lion, which if he won, I'd be like, of course.
Right.
Because he
Yeah,
was
and same
so
thing
good.
with Marja. I'd be like,
Yeah.
well, duh.
And the nominees for lead actress are
Isabel Huppert for Elle, Ruth Negga for Loving, Natalie Portman for Jackie, Emma Stone for La La Land, and Meryl Streep for Florence Foster Jenkins.
I don't think Emma Stone is my pick for La La Land.
Yeah, I agree. I love Emma Stone. I'm obsessed with her. And I don't mean this as a diss at all, but it's not a huge reach.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she's playing a struggling actress,
Totally.
which she can absolutely relate to.
And the same with Meryl Streep. She's not my pick just because
Yeah.
what a fun character to play.
So fun, and she
But
did
I
so
think
beautifully.
it was effortless for her, it seemed.
Yeah.
Which is not to say it didn't take effort. But
And
she
Meryl
makes
Streep-
everything
She makes
seem
everything.
effortless.
She deserves her own category of awards because
Right.
she's Meryl Streep. and
Every
she's
year they should just
fantastic.
give her the Meryl Streep award.
They really should.
So I think it's between Loving and Jackie. She was a woman in the 50s, a
Yeah.
black woman in the 50s
Right.
who was married to a white man who's like living this illegal life. And it's a true story. And she had to capture this woman that was actually a person and this woman who helped shape history as we know it in a way that was going to do her justice and her children who were going to watch
Yeah.
this. So I just really enjoyed her silent strength a lot.
Absolutely. What a great phrase, silent strength.
And then Natalie Portman, who
Natalie
is
Portman,
amazing.
not only tackling the Jackie that we see in history, but tackling the Jackie that we didn't see.
The conflicts that she goes through as like this
Yeah.
woman who had this husband that cheated, this beloved husband, she loved him, the country loved him.
Yeah.
And then also she didn't love him sometimes.
Yeah. It's hard.
I think the story of of Loving is more important to me, so I want to give it to Ruth.
Yeah.
Natalie did such a good job.
And that's the issue, is that you're looking at the story of the Lovings is like, I want this story to get so much acknowledgement.
Yeah.
And I want this movie to get so much acknowledgement.
But based on their performance,
When
where
you're
the
just
whole
looking at the
movie
performance.
was Natalie
Yeah,
Portman.
I mean, she carried the entire story on her back. I have to give it to her.
I think so too. And the nominees for Best Actor are
Casey Affleck, Manchester by the Sea, Andrew Garfield, Hacksaw Ridge, Ryan Gosling, La La Land, Viggo Mortensen, Captain Fantastic, and Denzel Washington, Fences.
What a gaggle of men.
What a gaggle!
I'm gonna take out Denzel Washington for me. I'm also gonna take Ryan Gosling out.
That
Piano.
man learned how to play piano in 6 months,
damn.
and people don't talk about that enough.
Casey Affleck, I don't know that I've ever seen him in anything, and he blew me away in this role.
Clearly an underrated actor. For me, I think lead actor is in between Andrew Garfield and Casey Affleck. So, would you give the award to Viggo?
I don't know.
My pick's Andrew.
Okay.
Are you gonna give it to Casey
I
Affleck?
think I might give it to Casey.
I'm not gonna give any awards to Manchester by the Sea.
None.
And then I'm gonna slowly convince myself to give it to Casey Affleck. No, I kind of want to switch to.
We can each have these two, and then
That's
we'll
great.
both
Yeah,
win
okay,
together.
great. So we're representing both Casey and
Each other.
Need to mention the snub that is Joel Edgerton as Richard Loving in Loving, because his performance was incredible.
Talk about subdued acting.
Yeah.
And nominees for Best Film are
Arrival, Fences, Hacksaw Ridge, Hell or High Water, Hidden Figures, La La Land, Lion, Manchester by the Sea, and Moonlight.
I have
so
two.
many.
Mine are Lion or Moonlight.
Lion, La La Land, and Hidden Figures.
Wouldn't it be funny if I went with Manchester by the Sea, just because I was like, I'm
That
not
would be
giving
so
it anything.
funny.
I think since we both thought Lion was in our group, let's not choose Lion. Let's
Right,
let
yeah.
ourselves off the hook.
I think that's a good idea. Plus, it
I
widens.
love
we
that
we
film.
should pick two different movies.
Yeah. So mine is Moonlight.
My pick is Hidden Figures.
Like, how did we not know?
Tell
How
the
did we
story.
not know as women
Right.
who love women?
Right.
How did we not know that this is how we got to space? I
Totally.
left the theater feeling like empowered.
Absolutely.
And just
so inspiring. Kevin
Yeah.
Costner was really good in this. That was like maybe another snub as well.
It helps though that he had such a likable character.
He did. That's true.
Okay, something I want to mention. In Florence Foster Jenkins, my favorite line was, some may say I can't sing, but no one can say I didn't sing. I want that as like a
Plaque
banner.
and-
Yeah.
Now you know all our picks.
Please put in the comments what you think is gonna win.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we would actually both like to take back what we said about Best Actor.
Yeah.
And change our vote.
We had an epiphany, really, that we were so wrong.
It changed our lives, our opinions.
Yeah,
Ike, Best Actor in Life. Here's a
get it
chunk.
all over. Wow.
Gorgeous. Beautiful.
Good thing I'm doing laundry tomorrow.
Bye.